I'm going to be taking a 100k True Forex Fund challenge and documenting everything. Now to make sure everything is nice and transparent, I'll be sharing all the trades that I take to pass this challenge in my Trade Ideas channel. I'll also make sure to post trade breakdowns so you guys can learn alongside passing a prop firm challenge of your own. To find out more, click the first link in the description down below. So now, having said all of that, I'll first purchase a evaluation program now with you guys live. Then I'll go over the risk management strategy that I'll be using to pass this challenge. And finally, if you guys stick around till the end, I'll be sharing the exact strategy that I'll be using to pass this prop firm challenge. So here is the TrueForexFunds website. As you can see, they're offering multiple different packages. You've got the standard offer, the quick funding, timeless funding, and the one phase funding. Now, in my opinion, I'll personally be going for the timeless funding, as you cannot predict the market conditions. Sometimes there may be more opportunities and sometimes you may not be able to find much in the market. So not having a time limit will definitely benefit you and take off that pressure. Now, if we scroll lower, you can see this is a very well reputable company, as it's got 64 million in all-time payouts, and already in 2024 they've got around 2.6 million in payouts already. Now, the good thing about this prop firm is the fact that they offer 1 to 100 leverage. You've got 8% and 5% profit splits, which is now becoming an industry standard. However, there are still some prop firms which offer a 10% profit target, which no longer is as competitive. Another solid thing is the spreads, which start from 0 pips. So if you are a scalper or a day trader, this prop firm's brokerage is definitely beneficial. Now, to go into more detail, they've got the 2-phase and the 1-phase evaluation. For me personally, I'll be doing the 2-phase evaluation, as it's something that I'm used to and pretty confident in. So if we scroll down lower, I'll be doing the USD currency, and I'm going to be going for the 100k, as I've told you guys already. And we've got the phase 2 right over there. So as you can see, you've got the trading period of no time limit, which is the option I'll be going for. They also offer a minimum trading days of 0 if you do go for the different package, which is the quick funding. However, since I'm only going for the timeless funding, there will still be a minimum trading days of 5 days, which isn't a big deal. And as you can see, the daily loss is 5%, which equates to $5,000. The overall max drawdown will be 10%, which is $10,000, and the profit target is 8% for phase 1, and then we've got a 5% profit target for phase 2. And then ultimately, once you're fully funded, you can have an 80-20 split with a refundable fee. Now, scrolling down lower, the reason I prefer this prop firm over FTMO is due to the fact that there are no restrictions on trading news. As you can see, news trading is allowed. You can also use expert advisors if you want, and as well as that, I'll personally be using the MT5 platform. And the great thing about this is the fact that you can get unlimited retries. This basically means if you are going for the standard package and you're not able to reach the profit target within the 30 days, you can get a free retry as long as you're in profit and not in drawdown. Similarly, you also can hold your trades over the weekends. Now, if we scroll lower, we can see that if we come on over to the Trustpilot reviews, now a 4.6 Trustpilot review is pretty solid, and this is what really makes me trust this prop firm as well, as I've previously also got payouts from this prop firm as well. So unlike my Forex fund, which did shut down unfortunately, making me lose some of my live accounts, I'll be going with TrueForexFunds this time, as again it is a good reputable company with great reviews as well. Right, so now let's go ahead and purchase the challenge. If we scroll up and click client area, and then we log in. Right, so it's just simply add a new challenge. This is a fresh new account, so I can do a nice challenge on this. We're going to be doing the timeless funding in the dollar amount of 100k, and then we've got regular MT5. Now, I've also applied a 5% discount code. If you guys want, you can also use this discount code as well, so it's cheaper. So now we're going to be paying around $521.55. So it's euros. So it's going to be 521 euros. Right, I just filled out the billing information, and now I'm just going to accept the terms and conditions right over here. And then we're going to continue to checkout. Right, that's just my personal information, which I'll blur out at the top. And then product details, everything's good, regular, MT5. Great. Okay, now I'm going to be paying for this challenge using cryptocurrency, as I also want to be receiving my payouts in crypto as well. It's just so much more convenient and faster. You can personally choose to do use the card option right over here, but I'll be using cryptocurrency. So it says, please choose the correct amount. Please send over the correct amount. Just press pay now, and then pay with USDT. Select the blockchain to send USDT. Tron. Let's go for Tron. And now I'm just going to quickly pay. Right guys, so I've successfully paid for the challenge via crypto. As you can see on my screen, we're just waiting for confirmation right now, and then we should be able to get our account details. Right, as you can see, it's successfully paid. I've got the invoice as well. Let's just copy this over just in case. Great. Thank you for your purchase. Got the email over as well. Let's just get rid of all of this. Please note that we started processing your order. Once we receive your payment, allow us a maximum of 1 business day to issue your account. Okay, that's all done now. So now we need to just simply wait for the email from TrueForexFunds, and then I'll update you guys once I get that. Right, so here we have it. I finally got the email. They did have some server issues, so they ended up issuing me a MetaTrader 4 account instead of the MT5 that I was after. However, that isn't a big deal as long as we got the credentials, and now we can get started. So in the email, I've got my login, my password, server details, and the platform. If we come on over to the TFF dashboard, you can see my account right over here. And we've got everything nice and attached. This is a fresh account. I haven't started anything yet, as you can see. And yeah, let's see what we can do. Right, so now that I've successfully bought the TrueForexFund 100k challenge account, I'm going to now go over my risk management strategy, and then we'll jump on screen to go over my trading strategy, which I'll be using to successfully pass the challenge. So my risk management strategy is going to be pretty simple. I'm just going to be aiming to risk around 2%, which is $2,000 on the 100k challenge, and I'll be keeping a fixed risk of 2%. The reason is because that gives me around 5 opportunities before I blow the account of the 10% drawdown. Now, in accordance to my strategy, having a losing streak of 5 losses in a row is pretty rare, so it gives me the confidence to be risking a bit more so I can pass the challenge much more quickly. Also, since the profit target is 8%, that leaves me around needing to take 2 profitable trades of 4% each to pass the challenge in just 2 trades alone. So with that mindset, it makes it pretty easy and pretty comfortable for me to pass the challenge with confidence. Now, if you guys are also going to be taking the same trades as me in the trade ideas channel, I'll also recommend for you guys to risk 2% per trade as well, as we only really need 2 trades at a 1 to 2 risk reward to pass the first challenge anyways. So having said that, let's jump onto the charts and discuss my trading strategy, which I'll be using. Right, so I'll be trading 5 instruments. As you can see on the right hand side of the screen, I'll be trading GBP USD, Euro USD, GBP JPY, Euro JPY, and gold. So these are the 5 primary instruments that I focus on in my trading strategy, as I'm usually trading New York session. So having said that, my strategy is consisted of just trading a pattern which I see in the market. So to make things easier and explain it in theory first, price, when it is uptrending, it is creating higher highs and higher lows. And when price comes back down into either a level of support or a level of demand, I expect some sort of reaction to the upside, whether we get a small reaction or a big reaction. So if I explain this in a clear manner, as you can see, this is what I'm expecting from the market. So if we draw out these levels, this is my level of support and this is my level of demand right over here. So when we're in an uptrend, we're looking for buys and buys only. And the pattern that I've noticed many times is when price retraces back into a level of insignificance, we get some sort of reaction. Sometimes we might get a small reaction, or sometimes we might get a bigger reaction. Now that depends on the price action, the volume, the session timings, and everything, which does consist of a lot of detail, which I won't really be going into as much. But if this level doesn't hold in accordance to our criterias, we then wait for price to retrace deeper into our level of demand, and then we expect some sort of reaction from that level. So these are the high probability areas which I'll be looking to take trades off. Now similarly, this is the same case for a downtrend as well. So if the market is trending down, I'm trading market structure and market structure only. If price comes back into our level of resistance, I'm expecting some sort of reaction to the downside. Or if we're not able to hold this level of resistance, I then want it to hold this level of supply and then give us a further reaction to the downside as such. This is the pattern which I'm trading in simple terms. Now obviously theory is easier than actually in market live action, because price action doesn't usually always give us the cleanest price action. This is exactly why I go into a lot of detail and a lot of depth when I cover market structure in my structure-based trading course, because market structure, as you can see, can get pretty messy over here. But to just give you a quick example, straight away I can see that price was in an uptrend, forming higher highs and higher lows. We then broke structure to form further higher highs from this higher low point over here. Then price failed to continue pushing to the upside, and price ran out of volume, and this is where we've seen a break of structure, and we flipped from an uptrend to now a downtrend right over here. So currently this region around over here would be my level of supply, and as you can see, price, once it came back into this level, we got some sort of reaction to the downside. When we came back again to this level, we got another reaction to the downside. Now currently price action is bearish from this point right over here. So now what you can expect is price to maybe retrace back up into this level of supply, or potentially this level of resistance over here. And then after some key price action signs, we can then look to roll price to the downside, either from here like I've mentioned, or if price continues pushing up, we then want to see a reaction from this level right over here. So it's pretty simple, but again, there's a lot of layers and a lot of depth that does go into it, because we then need to drop down to lower time frames and see what the market structure is giving us there. And then when I do finally enter the trade, we're then targeting our TPs at the swing low points, which are this level right over here. Now to give you another example, if we scroll back and look at price action, you can see we're in a clean uptrend, forming higher highs and higher lows. As you can see, market structure is being broken, and we're continuing to form this uptrend. And once price pushed up, we then got a retracement back into our level of demand over here. So if we get rid of that, this is right over here, our level of demand. And as you can see, if we zoom in, price came back into our level of demand and gave us a nice reaction to the upside, and then again came into our level of demand and gave us a reaction to the upside. The first reaction was a much bigger reaction compared to the second one. However, both of these opportunities are valuable to capitalize off, and I say that because if we drop down to the 5-minute time frame, for example, and scroll all the way back to the point right over here, you can see even though on a 4-hour that was a tiny move, if we zoom in, we can see these are pretty good reactions which we can take, which we can capitalize off. So this is the basic premise of the strategy which I'll be trading, which is based off structure on many different time frames, using that in correlation with one another to then capitalize off a high probability setup, which is something I'll be sharing in my Trade Ideas channel. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it informative. If you managed to get this far, make sure to drop me this emoji in the comment section and I'll make sure to reply back. To watch a day in my life, click the video on screen now, and other than that, I'll see you guys next time.